Hey everyone, this is Hope once more from Pros Before blah, 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 blah. Pros Before Bros, and I cannot talk tonight. Go figure, I can't talk at any time really. Um, anyhow, it's just another lovely Sunday here. Well, Sunday morning. It was Saturday, but now it's officially Sunday morning. Just another lovely Saturday morning here in Cincinnati. Yeah, about my third final video, and I apologize. Whew, I am running on low right now. I have like low energy. But yeah, I just wanted to reach out and say hello. And one thing I wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to shame you all for not telling me how horrible my thumbnail pictures are. Oh my god. Most of the time, it looks like I am either upset, overly excited, or yeah, scared shitless. It's usually one of those three. I'm still learning how to work the camera situation and the magical world of YouTube. If you guys know anything about editing videos, please feel free to leave me some feedback below on that. Like what kind of software that you use, how you do it. I am pretty much a dunce when it comes to anything technical. So I might have to have my husband help me figure out that stage of my life right now. But if you guys have recommendations for software that you use, please let me know below because, like I said, I'm still struggling on how to do these videos at this point in time. But yeah, one thing I do know is books. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my September TBRs for current, for right now at this point. Obviously, I'm going to be adding more as I go along. Currently, I am reading a book here, and it's in my little book cover here. And it is The Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. I believe I had this in a book haul just fairly recently. I wanted to be done with this book by the time the weekend rolled around, and it's not the book's fault. It's just life in general, just trying to find time to sit down and actually read, with a new job and trying to learn the ropes of the new job, and just life in general. This entire week has been a little bit crazy for me. So, um, I am reading that right now currently. I absolutely love it. I actually bought a copy for Julie from Pages and Pens because we did a book exchange together. So I bought her a copy of that book so she could have it in her collection. Um, but yeah, so far I really enjoy it. It's really good. And hopefully I could give you guys a review here soon as I get caught up. But anyhow, I want to talk a little bit about my plans for Contemporaryathon, and I have my little cheat sheet here. Looks lovely, doesn't it? So, I have quite a few different takes on what I'm going to do for Contemporaryathon. I'm going to be conservative and keep it down to either 3 to 4 books. That way, with a new job, and honestly, with me being old and can't keep up with the times, I need my little cane here. Um, I want to make sure I stay conservative in the amount of books I'm reading. I also feel like if I read multiple, like a book every single day, it's going to be a disservice not only to myself but to you guys because I won't be able to give a good critique on it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I like to analyze things as I read. So it does take me a little bit of a longer time to read books. But Contemporaryathon, just so you guys are aware, I hope that you all have seen the videos for Contemporaryathon, but I'll go ahead and talk to you about basically it's a thon. It's a thon that is made up by 3 wonderful contributors to our booktuber community. The first one is Julie from Pages and Pens. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of her stuff because she's just one of the awesome. She's good at what she does. She critiques the books very well. She's very detailed in her critiques. And she's just really just an awesome person in general. So if you haven't checked out her channel, Pages and Pens, please do. She's amazing. But she created this along with Chelsea Darling. I hope I said her booktuber name correctly. She's amazing too. They're both just really funny. They're a funny duo. And then My Reading is Odd with Natasha. She's a third booktuber person that I believe they do trio live videos sometimes. The three of them. They're awesome, folks. I love them to pieces because their content just makes me laugh. They do such a great job with their live shoots and whatnot. They're so creative and so witty. So they created this particular tag, and I'll go through it real quick. So Contemporaryathon is from September 17th to the 23rd this year. So basically, you read anything that is considered contemporary, or best way to say it is it's during our times, it's present time settings, and it could be pretty much any particular thing out there that you like to read, and you can read books. You can read 7 books if you want. If you want to read a book for every single day, you can. If you don't want to do that, that's okay too. There is no policing with this particular tag. Sorry. I saw one of my books laying out and it started me nuts. I'm like, I need to put it up before I forget. So anyway, yeah, so it could be any amount of books you want to do. So if you want to read a book each day, do 7 books throughout that week, you can do that. If you want to, if you're like me and you have a hard time reading 7 books all at once, you could cut it down to whatever your preference is. There are 7 different challenges to the books, I believe. Let me just double check. Let's see. Yeah, 7. So there are 7 challenges. You could double up those challenges to 1 book, triple them up, whatever you want to do. If you have 1 book that hits all 7 of those challenges, you could do that as well. So it's very flexible. It's really great for this community, and for anybody who's looking to emerge in this community or start inside this community. It's very no pressure. So that's the awesome thing about this Contemporaryathon. So I'm going to go through the challenges real quick, the 7 challenges, and then I'm going to tell you what my plans are for that particular week. So first challenge is read a contemporary with orange on the cover. So that's pretty straightforward. It could either be a huge bunch of color of orange, or it could be just a tiny amount. And just to do an example here, we could do Anger is a Gift, obviously. There's not orange on the cover, but there's orange on the spine. There's orange on the back. So you could go as far as doing that. Another idea here is, I don't know if this really counts or not. It looks orange to me, but I've been told I'm colorblind, so who knows. You could be, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. I can't talk. And it's got some orange here. So it really depends. It doesn't have to be full-blown orange all over the cover. You could do whatever you want with it. And then the second challenge is read a diverse contemporary. So that could be anything that is racially diverse or culturally diverse. Let's see, sexual orientation could be involved with that. Whatever is just out of your box outside your box, we'll put it that way. So that's one of the challenges. And then we have read a contemporary that is a 5-star prediction. So that is a 5-star prediction in your aspect. If you have a book that has been sitting on your shelf for months and months on end, begging you from afar, hey, pick me up and read me, maybe it's time to get that book a shot. If you know that you are going to love that book, why not go ahead and read it for that week? You know what I'm saying? So that's challenge 3. Challenge 4 is read a dark, taboo, spooky contemporary. So again, perfect timing because we're rolling into fall here and October is just around the corner. great time for you to pick up any sort of contemporary book that has been sitting there that's spooky or has some sort of taboo topic or subject, if you will. Pick it up and start reading it. That's a great day. And then you have read a contemporary from a new to you author. I have to stop and think about that. My handwriting is such crap. So yeah, so a new author that you're not familiar with at all. Maybe it's time to pick up a book by that new author and read it. Never know, you might find a new author out of the process. And then the last two challenges is read a contemporary that has your initials somewhere in the cover. So the way Chelsea described it is you could pick up a contemporary that has your initials inside the title or inside the name of the author. She did that as well. So my initials are HM, and I'm going to show you exactly what I have picked for that time. And let's see here. The next one is read a contemporary in a non-traditional format. So this is pretty straightforward. Read a contemporary that is outside your comfort zone in terms of your reading. If you aren't a big ebook person, maybe it's time to pick up an ebook and see how you feel about that. There's audiobooks, obviously, and I saw a really creative contemporaryathon that somebody did, I believe it was last year, where they read a graphic novel. That's a perfect opportunity right there. Pick up a graphic novel and read it. There's a lot of great graphic novels out there right now, and I still have the hiccups. So yeah, I went ahead and selected 3 books I'm going to do, and that's again because of my personal preference. I know what my work schedule is going to look like. It's going to look ridiculous, and I just want to make sure that I do my due diligence with you guys. I want to be able to give you good critiques on each of these books after I'm done with it. So the first book that I picked is going to cover 3 different challenges. It's going to cover the read a contemporary of orange on the cover, read a diverse contemporary, and read a contemporary that's a 5-star prediction. And that book is going to be The Summer of Jodi Perez and the Best Burger in Los Angeles by Amy Spalding. So here it is. It is a gorgeous cover, and it's got a gorgeous back. It's got a gorgeous spine. It's got everything a girl could possibly want in a book. And this book is supposed to be focusing on, well, I'll go ahead and just read the inside of it. That way you guys can have an idea here. So bear with me because, again, my eyesight is terrible right now. 17 fashion-obsessed and gay Abby Ives has always been content playing the sidekick in other people's lives. While her friends and sister have plunged headfirst into the world of dating and romances, Abby's been happy to focus on her plus-size style blog and her dreams of taking the fashion industry by storm. When she lands a great internship at her favorite boutique, she's thrilled to take the first step toward her dream career. Then she falls for her fellow intern, Jodi Perez, hard. And now she's competing against the girl she's kissing to win the coveted paid job at the internship. So I'm just reading that tiny bit. It also goes on a little bit more. But the reason why I wanted to read this is obviously it's diverse because it is focusing on the LGBT plus community, obviously. And I thought that would be great to read. And I feel like it would be a 5-star. I've heard so many good things about this particular book from peers that I really want to give it a shot. I have a feeling I'm going to absolutely adore it. So that's the first book. And the second book is going to be City of Ghosts. And that's covering my read a dark, taboo, spooky contemporary and read a contemporary from a new to you author. So I've never read anything by Victoria Schwab, and she wrote this middle grade book, City of Ghosts. Just recently it came out. I believe it came out last week, if I remember correctly. And it just sounds like it's so spooky. I just love it. Ever since Cass almost drowned, okay, she did drown, but she doesn't like to think about it. She can pull back the veil that separates the living from the dead and enter the world of spirits. Her best friend is even a ghost. So things are already pretty strange. but they're about to get much stranger. When Cass's parents land a gig hosting a TV show about the world's most haunted places, the family heads off to Edinburgh, Scotland. Here, graveyards, castles, and secret passageways teem with restless phantoms. And when Cass meets another girl who shares her gift, she realizes how much she still has to learn about the veil and herself. And she'll learn fast. The city of ghosts is more dangerous than she ever imagined. So, let's see. I think it was, well, it was maybe Pages and Pens that did a review on this. They got a art copy and they read it, and they said that even though it's a middle grade book, it is still pretty spooky for somebody that's a little bit older. So I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a really good book, and I can't wait to get into it. And of course, it has a teeny tiny little black cat right there. And on the front, how could I say no, and how could I not love it? And then the final book that I'm actually going to be using for the last two challenges, read a contemporary that has your initial somewhere on the cover, and read a contemporary in the non-traditional format. So this one I don't have a picture of because it's an ebook that I'm doing. Actually, it's not an ebook, it's an audiobook, excuse me. It's an audiobook by Jennifer E. Smith called The Geography of You and Me. It is supposed to be set in New York City. It's modern time, present time, if you will, and it involves a boy and a girl, and I believe they get stuck in an elevator for a certain period of time. And I believe a romance develops with it. I don't know how I'm going to feel with this book because it sounds very tropey. I did read a book of Jennifer's, what was it? I think it was about a month ago, and it was the statistical, God, I can't remember what it's called. Something, the statistics of love at first sight, I want to say. Maybe, possibly. And it was okay, but it was super duper tropey. But I really want to give it a second chance and see how I feel about this one that she has out there. It is on Scribd. If you guys aren't familiar, Scribd is, firstly, don't sponsor any of my videos. I'm too immature to have any sort of sponsorship, to be honest with you. But it is a monthly service that I have. I think it's $8 a month, if I remember correctly, and it gives you unlimited access to so many books out there, whether it's audiobooks, whether it's just ebooks. And I picked that up because it has my initials. HM is inside the titling, and the author's name, so it seemed like a perfect fit. So yeah, that's what I am going to be doing for my Contemporaryathon. As for the rest of the month, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with my reading. And I kind of wanted to get some feedback from you guys, especially you guys out already in the booktube community. So a lot of the videos I've been watching do TBRs where they pick from a jar, like a jar of little pieces of paper that has names on it. They do the try a chapter TBR, wheel of TBR. I've seen some crazy ones that are pretty awesome. I want to get your take on that. Do you guys like that kind of system of picking out those books? Would you like to see me do something like that? So let me know what you guys think. Right now, what I've been doing is just kind of doing whatever I feel like doing, and that's all well and good, but I would love to get your guys' feedback. And also, since I'm still new to the community and still learning my way around, please feel free to leave some suggestions below. I definitely want to, I want to do something that seems to make some sort of difference, I guess. Let's go out there and make a difference. I want to make sure that I'm getting some content out there that you guys do seem to like. So, other than that, that's really all I got. I definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to all of the new people that have subscribed or commented. You guys are, as always, amazing. And other than that, I think that's going to be the last video of the evening. I'm going to go get my jammies and probably, yeah, probably do some more reading. Probably find something on TV too. But yeah, awesome. All right, you guys, you have a good week ahead of you, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.